I try and remember the world the way it used to be, but it gets harder every day. So many different stories of defeat. So many faces of death. One thing remains constant. Whatever we try to do to stop the machines, it's never enough. We lose more often than we win, and people keep dying. Remembering the way things were used to give me hope. But the truth is, I'm starting to lose faith.
Well, I'll be. I was sure at sunrise y'all were dead.
Well, Peters, where are the choppers?
No choppers, buddy. Too hot here. We're gonna go by truck. You head south to where it's safer. Evac from there.
All right, so where are the trucks?
What? It was...
Sounds like that HK rebooted.
What's the plan, Coach?
Wells, Rogers, take up positions near the windows with Peters and his men. Draw its fire and take out any aerostat supporting it. Blair, I want you and Connor to focus on shooting it down. You got any extra RPGs lying around?
Yeah. Come on, John!
Let's get out of here! Move, people! All right, let's roll! Hang on! HK, incoming!
Stay sharp, people. The HK is right on top of us.
Don't sweat it, darling. My boys are on it.
I ain't your darling, Peters.
Armed, dangerous, drop dead gorgeous. Woo! I love it. Focus. We got aerostat incoming.
Shoot, people. One more close call like that, and I'll need to change my shorts. All right?
Yo, look who's back.
Oh, hell! You guys see this? Look at this!
We gotta jump it.
Step on it!
Yeah! Guys, we're heading into a tunnel. This is our chance. Keep it engaged. Keep it close.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Come on.
Something's off, man. Something's off. I can feel it.
Endo! Peters!
further. Look, someone just go down there and check and see if there's a way down from here.
I'm on it. All right, everyone underground. Let's go, people.
Finally.
Something's wrong. Where is everyone?
Maybe we're too late and missed the evac.
Maybe they're all dead.
Or maybe they're just being smart.
Names?
Rogers, Connor, and Williams, sir.
Hey, Chief, looks like we're about 10 minutes out. Suggest you get everyone prepped for evac, over.
All right, saddle up, kids. We're going home.
And then what? Then what do we do?
We'll see what Command wants to do.
I can't wait to see what brilliant plan they cook up next. As if they didn't get enough of us killed today.
Come on, Blair.
Don't tell me, come on. Maybe if you took some responsibility for once in your life, we wouldn't be taking orders from Captain Crunch over here. Aerostats, outside! Let's go! Everyone! Back inside!
This is David West. Frequencies. Got 3 of us. Heading down. It's regional command. We've got 1 wounded and machines everywhere. Requesting immediate assistance.
This is John Connor. I copy you, Weston.
Oh man, am I glad to hear you. Okay, I thought everyone had gone. Okay,
This is Connor. Do you copy? Come in. Can you hear me? David. Damn it! What about that SOS? The survivors?
There's no time for that now, Connor. Just do as you're told.
What?
Now's not the time!
This is John Connor calling all pilots. You're free to land in the street, southeast of the original evac point.
You sure about that?
Yes, but you better hurry. We got company on the way.
Get in line, Connor!
What are you planning to do about the survivors?
Our orders are to clear the evac point and return to base.
We can't just leave them.
They're as good as dead, and so is anyone I send in after them.
What happened to every life is sacred?
I'm sorry, Connor, but there's nothing we can do. Like you mean it, people, I want this place clear in 60. Get on board, Connor, now!
What are you doing, John?
Taking some responsibility. Look, if we leave them behind, we're no better than the machines.
Connor, I am ordering you to get on this chopper!
Just go! Before it gets here.
Before what gets here?
I'm sorry, John. Oh, I know I'm gonna regret this. John!
David, do you copy? We're on our way to get you.
Finally.
John Connor calling David Weston. Do you copy?
Yeah, we hear you, Connor.
Still pretty far from your position. We're progressing on foot, so they're going slow.
Connor, repeat. Did you say you were on foot? How many of you are there?
Just 2 of us now.
There's only 2 of you.
Don't worry, David. We'll make it work.
All right, listen up, everyone. Take whatever you can salvage from the chopper. We gotta move, they'll be back. Salter! Angie! Come on, get your head together. Help the others. Deckard!
Yeah, boss.
Look after her. We gotta move.
Hey there, Angie. I'm Blair. You're gonna be okay now. I'm right here with you.
We got company! Where exactly are we going?
Head north. Walk all the way home if we gotta. Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, we're not going with you. We've got other business here.
What kind of business? Only thing left here is Skynet.
Some of our men are still trapped in Skynet territory. We're going to get them out.
death sentence, Connor. For them and for you. Anyway, I heard there was one of those old resistance outposts nearby. We could resupply there, then head our separate ways. All right?
Works for us. Thanks.
This way! Told you to trust me. This way. Over here.
We got it.
Good job, Dobkin. Sam? Sam? Why didn't you say something?
Figured you had more important things to worry about. Don't worry about me, just keep fighting the fight. Don't let them win.
You have my word.
You're a good man, John Connor. You're a good man.
This isn't working. At the rate we're moving, we'll never make it to Eagle Rock.
So let's call it a day and head for base. You know, where it's safe.
We need to change our perspective.
He's got a point, Angie. Try and be less negative.
Excuse me?
That's not what I meant. Look, if we can get to the top of that building, we'll be able to see where all of Skynet's patrols are. We can plot a route back to Eagle Rock that avoids them.
You sure it's safe?
Angie, we're in a war zone.
Look at that thing. It's falling apart.
It's lasted this long. It'll last another 20 minutes.
You've got to be kidding me.
Alright, listen. There's too many machines on the streets. We'll never make it that way. But I do have an idea.
Let's hear it.
Union Station is nearby. We use it to go underground into the subway system. Follow the tracks all the way to Eagle Rock.
You think it'll be any safer down there?
Guess anything's better than staying topside. Besides, this is LA. No one ever uses the subway.
David, it's Connor. Just letting you know we're heading underground, so we'll be out of touch for a bit.
How long until you get here?
It's hard to say, David. We're still a ways out.
I don't know how much longer we can keep this. Hurry.
Stop! Wait a second. Look at this.
Looks like the entire platform is rigged.
This doesn't look like resistance work.
Maybe it's just old.
Hardly any dust. It's recent.
Expertly done, too. Wonder who built it.
Better question is why they built it.
Cut yourself. I said cut yourself.
Now what?
We've heard rumors of machines with rubber skin. Supposed to look like people. Guess you ain't one of them. But that still doesn't explain what you're doing down here.
My name is John Connor. This is Blair and Angie. We're on a mission to rescue resistance fighters trapped behind enemy lines at the Eagle Rock Skynet facility.
The three of you are gonna infiltrate Eagle Rock, when the whole resistance just got their asses handed to them. That's a likely story. Tell me what you're really up to.
What I told you is true. Command refused to send help, so we're going it alone. We know the risks.
We'll give you food and water, plus whatever other supplies we can muster. But I'm warning you, we lived in these tunnels for years without Skynet bothering us. If you brought them to our doorstep, I'll kill you with my own 2 hands.
Understood. Thank you. Hey, are you Barnes?
The one and only.
Right. Well, I'm John Connor. Warren said you'd help us out. I need rations. 3 people for 3 days. Plus whatever medical supplies you can spare.
What, y'all planning a camping trip?
Something like that.
Yeah, well, you need to watch your backs. Some mean old bears out there in the woods. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we've seen our share of them.
Well, come this way then. Y'all ain't got nothing to say? Huh? No one's complimenting me on my handiwork? Come on.
You designed that truck?
One of my specialties.
Barnes, you did a great job. You'd be an asset to the Resistance.
Yeah? We should talk about that later. Right now, though, we gotta hustle.
John, Blair!
All right, that's the last of them. We're good to go. You 3, ride with me.
What are you gonna do now?
Get out of Los Angeles. We'll have to find a new place to hide.
We're never gonna win this war if we keep running from the enemy.
Sorry, sweetheart, but this is a war we're never gonna win. No matter what we do.
Ready your weapons, people.
Slowing down!
Hey, Warren, some of our people are on the platform up ahead. We gotta get them on board.
No, we'll be killed!
Don't listen to him, Barnes. We're getting those people.
All right, get them on board!
Coast is clear.
Let's get those people aboard!
Come on, people.
Endo!
Come on, are you kidding? Let's go, people. Move, come on.
Everyone okay?
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Grab your stuff and let's go!
Where are we going?
To the depot where we keep the vehicles. We'll get cars and rendezvous with the others en route.
This is John Connor calling David Ah, man.
What was that?
That's Skynet jamming your signal. It's coming from their surveillance facility, up in the hills.
What is that thing?
It's how Skynet keeps watch on the city. They're up there scanning the surface, looking for survivors. It's the reason we have to live underground. Keep close to us, and keep the machines busy. There's special shortwaves in each vehicle. Skynet can't jam them. Or at least they can't jam them very well. Put them on. Let's go!
Get ready, here they come. Stay cool.
Looks like the coast is clear. where we part ways. We're headed back to Eagle Rock.
You brought a lot of trouble to our doorstep. Still, in the end, you came through. If you change your mind, you're welcome to stay with us.
Thanks. I appreciate it. But we're going after our guys.
Do you even realize where you are? You're right under Skynet's eyes and ears. And you want to set out on foot? Hell, they're even jamming your radios, keeping you from talking to each other. You'll never reach your men. Not as long as that thing's still standing.
Then we'll destroy it.
The two of you? Alone?
No, not alone.
Thought you were coming with us.
I wanted to, but I can't live like you do.
Suit yourself.
I'm going too. I'm tired of spending my life on the run.
After all I've done for you, Barnes? You're idiots! All of you! It's suicide!
It may be, but I'd rather die for a reason than live without one.
Yeah, nice knowing you.
Thanks for coming along. You don't have to do this.
I know I don't, but we're here, so what's the next step?
If that tower is the source of our problems, it's gotta go.
Well, well, well. Looks like John Connor's come up with a plan.
End of the road.
Nah, man, we're just getting started.
Looks like it's less than a mile from here. We'll be there in no time. I don't see any guards or sentries, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. We stick to cover. Move in groups of 2. Inside, we'll cover the doorways while Barnes wires the C4. We good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right behind you.
You two set up a perimeter. I'm gonna see if I can pull one of these drives.
Careful, John.
They're redundant, so Skynet shouldn't know they're missing.
What good is that?
Depends what kind of information they're storing here. Schematics, access codes, flight plans. Who knows? Look for the controls!
I'll do it!
Angie, no!
Connor! I have faith in you!
Angie. Angie back there.
John, you inspired her. You inspired all of us to join you on this mission.
And now she's dead. She was right, you know, when she said it was a suicide mission.
Why are you talking like this?
You read me, Connor? Repeat. John Connor, this is David Weston. Can you read me?
Yeah, David. I'm here.
Oh, man. I'm trying to raise you forever, and almost giving up hope. Please tell me you're still on the way.
Yeah, we're still coming. We're just a few miles out. We'll be there soon. This is John Connor calling Resistance Command Bakersfield. Do you copy? Repeat, this is John Connor calling—
John Connor? You're alive? Thought you went down with Murphy's chopper.
Listen, Linda, we're going back into Eagle Rock on a rescue mission. Can you back us up with air power? Buy us enough time to get in and rescue our men?
Wish I could. Last time we tried that, their turrets shredded our birds. And then there's that harvest.
Right. Well, what if I told you that won't be a problem? All right. She's good to go. She'll steer herself straight to Skynet, stopping at all our primary targets. Only problem is, I've still got no way to control her guns remotely.
You do now? Look, I'm not too good with apologies, but, we were almost out of the city when we saw your fireworks display. I don't know how you did it, but me and some of the men started talking and we figured, well, you know, if you got this far on your own, imagine what you can do with some help.
First, we need to locate and destroy Skynet's anti-aircraft turrets.
How you planning to do that?
These plasma cannons will rip through just about anything Skynet can throw at us.
There's also the Gatling gun.
I can't believe it. I never... Thank you.
I can't believe you came back for us.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just amazing.
We don't have a lot of time. Washington, Torres, and Jones will escort you back to our vehicles where you can get medical attention and wait for evac.
Hey, you're not Resistance. Who are you?
They can fill you in later. Right now, I need to figure out how to get inside that building. You have any ideas?
The service tunnels. They're tight, but they'll take us there.
Us?
I'm going with you, Connor. Least I can do after everything you've done.
I can't ask you to do that.
You're not. Let's go.
You guys good?
Yeah, we're good. Get those guys back to the trucks. And be careful. This is John Connor calling Resistance HQ. Do you copy?
We hear you, Connor. Go ahead.
I'm going to bring the turrets offline. Give us 5 minutes or so to get out of here, then blanket the place.
Great work. We got choppers coming in to evac you boys. Where should I have them meet?
There's some wounded men by the outer wall. Get them out first.
Copy that.
Little present for Skynet.
Well, that worked. What was it?
I rigged the system to send out an EMP, forced a shutdown. They'll reboot in a few minutes, so we better get out of here.
Okay, follow me.
Keep asking why we did it. Why we sacrificed so much for just 3 men. But it wasn't about the numbers. It was about the message. It was about principle. I think in time they'll understand. I think deep down they already do. It was just a small victory that day, but already things are different. All around me, I see change. I used to think of the world the way it used to be, try to find strength in those old memories. Now I think of the future instead, of the world we're going to create. And it gives me faith.
On August 29th, 1997, Skynet, a computer system built to protect us, became self-aware. It viewed humanity as a threat to its existence and decided to act. Judgment Day, as we eventually called it, marked the beginning of the war against the machines. Skynet attacks happened almost daily, but the attack that happened on that day was like nothing we'd seen before.
Come on. Where are the others? Where's the rest of the resistance?
I don't know.
Ah! No! No!
Listen to me if you want. Get a bus, now! Keep moving, quick!
I'm through. This is Private Jacob.
I know who you are. Now go right.
We can't do this right now, kiddo.
I don't want to go with you.
No, you don't, but we can't stay here. Who's there?
Oh, thank God. You're from the Resistance.
See, Patrick? He's going to help us.
No, they're going to get us.
Please, you need to help me. My little brother, he just won't listen.
I'm not going. Leave me alone.
Terminators! Get down! Get down!
What's going on?
Shh.
Jennifer, what's the holdup?
Tin cans coming!
Jennifer!
Get in!
Go, go, go!
Hold on! We're getting out of here!
Mark's about to pass out. We need to stop soon.
Okay, we'll do that. I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Ryan. That over there is Erin. She's the doctor of the group. Jennifer's a scavenger, and Colin, well, you can ask him yourself what he thinks he does.
I'm Jacob. I'm a private from the Resistance. Pacific Division.
Pacific? You're a long way from home. What you doing down here?
My entire division was wiped out. I'm trying to get in touch with the South Division. I've got a message for Commander Barron.
So it's true? The Annihilation line's coming?
It wasn't the Annihilation line. It was something else.
Then what was it?
To be honest, I'm not sure myself.
God damn it! That's as far as this piece of shit will go.
Let's get off the road. Pull up over there. We got some time on them, so let's not lose our heads.
I'll be on the fucking lookout for tin cans.
Erin, you do what you think is best for Mark. I'll see what I can do about the bus. Jacob, it might take a while, so can you look inside and see if it's safe to stay?
Sure.
Jennifer, would you help me?
Sure.
Hoo-wee. All this for us?
An attack order signed by Commander Barron, and it's only from a couple of days ago.
Jacob Rivers, marked for termination.
Are you all right, Jacob? Jacob! Hours later, they found me lying in front of our hideout. I made it out alive. Not all of us did. Colin's dead, and the stranger I saw is nowhere to be found. I told them about everything. I said that it wasn't safe for them to be with me. But Jennifer suggested that right now, nowhere is safe, so we might as well stick together. Everyone pulled through as we prepared for the worst. But nothing happened.
Jacob? Are you awake?
How long have you been sitting there?
Not that long. I know that you're going to that hospital today, so I went on my first scavenging run. And I found something for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you go with your sister?
No. As soon as Erin heard that there's a hospital nearby, she asked Jennifer to go look for some medicine. So I went alone. Don't tell her that, okay?
She's already at the medical district?
Yep. Oh, and Ryan wanted to talk to you.
Oh, thank God, you're finally here. How did it go? Did you find the soldiers?
I did. I helped them escape from that hospital.
You don't give up on your people, do you? I like that. So what now?
They're supposed to come for me soon.
Great. That means that you're going home? No more scavengers constantly nagging you to do things for them? I bet you like the sound of that. Oh, Erin's still up too. Go talk to her. She won't admit it, but she was just as worried as I was.
Private Rivers.
Yes, sir?
I've got a message from South Division's Field Commander Barron. She's agreed to meet with you. She set up a rendezvous point at the unfinished metro station. You'll need to enter the canal system under the bridge. The meeting's supposed to take place tomorrow, so I suggest moving out soon.
Understood.
And, Rivers, because of what you did for our guys at that hospital, I'll give you a heads up about Commander Barron. Don't expect a warm welcome.
What about you? What do you think about enlisting?
Me? No. I still have hope I'll get that bus running again. Also, I don't like the attention Skynet's giving you guys. I'd rather stay as far from the line of fire as possible.
Patrick, get back here!
You better go see what's going on.
Looks like we got here first. Is everything all right? You seem a little out of it.
Sorry. I probably shouldn't zone out like that with a gun in my hands, huh? Am I making you nervous?
Yeah, a little bit.
I guess you should be. I don't have any formal training like you. I never even held a gun until recently. Can I be honest with you?
Sure.
There's a reason I decided to come here with you. I want to meet Commander Barron myself. They're here.
When I heard that Private Rivers of the non-existent Pacific Division needs to have a meeting with me, I thought, oh, what a lucky girl I am. But then I started thinking, who is Private Rivers? And why should I treat him as anything other than the deserter he is? So right now I'm hoping you give me a good reason why I shouldn't just skip the court-martial and execute you where you stand.
This is bullshit.
And who do we have here? A brave scavenger? Rivers, do you always bring unauthorized civilians to fight your battles for you?
We would have got to you sooner if you hadn't pulled out all your troops from Pasadena. People died there because of you!
And what did you do about it? Did you pick up a gun and fight back? Or did you run like you sewer rats always do?
Jennifer's right. There's no need for any of that.
Yeah. Today is all about Private Rivers. So what can you tell me that I don't know already?
A few weeks ago, the outpost I was stationed at was ambushed by a Terminator, I think. It was half man, half machine. The entire Pacific Division was wiped out by a single enemy.
Half man, half machine? What are you talking about? How did your men let an enemy get that close to you?
We didn't know it was a machine. It could walk, talk, bleed, sweat. There was no way to distinguish it as an enemy. It infiltrated us perfectly.
This infiltrator, is it still alive?
I'm not sure.
Okay, for now keep everything to yourself. I don't want any rumors, especially since you only think you saw something. Skynet's coming! We're not done here yet, Rivers. Take this plasma. You're a resistance soldier. Time to act like one. Jacob! Rivers! Are you okay? Shoot that thing!
I'm sorry about before. And I'm sorry about your soldiers.
No need for that. You'll have a hard time getting up every morning if you dwell on that too much. Machines don't do that, and if we want to destroy them, neither can we. Rivers, since Pacific Division no longer exists, you will now answer to me. That makes you a part of TechCom. Congratulations. No more sitting around waiting for Skynet to come to you. Over here, we go out there and meet the enemy face on. This is it. Resistance Shelter, South Division. Baron, DN 38217.
Commander?
There with me.
Where are the others? Where's my husband?
They're dead. Over here's our quartermaster. If you need anything beyond the standard issue equipment, work it out with him. And here's Alvin, residing chief Egghead.
I prefer laboratory director.
Like I said, Egghead. He supplies all TechCom units with weapon modifications.
Everything looks well organized.
It is. Everyone pulls their weight here. If someone doesn't, we become weak. And you can probably imagine where I stand on being weak. I'll get right to it. There's a reason I decided to meet you. We intercepted some interesting data. It turns out you're part of a prestigious group. A group of people that Skynet marked for termination. See, John Connor, the leader of the Resistance, is #1 on that list. Then there's me. I know, I'm flattered. Every day, we lead, we fight, and we plan on how to destroy Skynet's central core. So I know exactly why we're on that fucking list. But why would Private Rivers be #3?
That infiltrator said something about me being marked for termination.
Huh. Interesting. I'll have to have a word with Connor about that. And that brings me to my second point, your first assignment. After the Annihilation line got to Pasadena, Skynet started building installations there. I want you to go there and collect some intel, so we know what we're up against.
Sounds dangerous.
It will be. Check with Alvin before you go. He'll have something for you. Remember, you might be valuable to Skynet, But the way I see it, you're still a private. Dismissed.
I hear you have something for me.
I do. Commander Barron wanted me to show you how to customize your weapons. Something I've been working on for some time now. You see, your standard phased plasma is in a 40-watt range. However, you can upgrade its damage, shooting rate, or stability using decoded chips. The same ones you've been collecting from fallen Terminators. You can do the upgrades yourself. When you're done, go to the Quartermaster. I believe he has something for you as well.
I'm Private Rivers. You got something for me?
I've been told you're using old goggles from the Pacific Division. Those aren't even standard issue anymore. Commander Barron asked me to hook you up with the latest version. These babies come equipped with a high-quality camera.
What do I do with them?
The idea is that when you reach Pasadena, you'll take pictures of Skynet's offensive installations. When you find them, put the goggles on, then aim and shoot. The pictures will be automatically sent to a military satellite that we hijacked from Skynet. They'll give us the necessary intel to prepare for when the Annihilation line comes.
That's it?
That's it. We have a place ready for you here when you come back. Before you leave, take a look and see if there's anything else you need. I can get my hands on almost anything, but I don't normally hand out freebies.
That's it then. You're leaving us and going back to Pasadena.
Not yet. I need to collect the rest of my stuff from our hideout.
Fine by me. Let's go.
I heard about Mark. What happened?
He didn't make it. There was nothing we could have done for him. So, what's new with you?
I've been ordered to go to Pasadena to collect some intel. Is there anything you need from there?
Right now, I don't need anything. But there's something you might be interested in. When we were running away the other day, Colin was supposed to bring something. Boxes of adrenaline, painkillers, and who knows what else. Since he didn't bring anything with him, I'd imagine everything's still there. Those stimulants might be useful to you. When used in small doses, they can improve focus and alertness. If I were you, I'd take a look.
You didn't change your mind about joining the Resistance?
No, I'm packed and ready to go. You're the one that kept saying that we're going when in fact we're not. Oh, you really pissed me off, I must say.
What work did you do there?
Most of the time, I moved bodies for disposal. Sometimes their skin would be peeled off. Oh, it was horrific. Why would machines ever do that? My cellmate, Karen, was pregnant. I knew that was a one-way ticket to the grinder, so I had to plan an escape.
Did Skynet ever notice she was pregnant?
Well, we tried to keep it a secret, but when she started showing, they informed me that after the birth, I would have to kill the baby. Otherwise, they would execute the whole cage. The baby came early, and Karen died giving birth. She didn't even get to see her child. I had to take action. Me and one other prisoner took the child, and we got to the disposal room, where we covered ourselves with dead bodies. Then we just lay there, waiting for them to throw us out. And they did. They dumped us outside the camp, ready for the grinder.
Were you still behind the Annihilation line?
Yes. We couldn't find anyone for days. We thought we were the last of the human race. Just the two of us and a baby girl. We ran to protect her, but deep down we were preparing for the worst. Anyway, you're healthy, right? And your bones don't look broken, so stop bothering me.
Was he at that camp with you?
He was. Sweet little man. I had to take care of him when they sent us to work, because he was so fragile. Back at the camp, I used to think that the machines kept Peter alive to get me to cooperate. So when there was an opportunity to run, we had to take it. And we did. We ran with this little child that I had started to love. I felt that she was mine.
What was her name?
Her name was Taylor. Peter said it sounded too manly, so I said, good, we'll finally have a man in the family. But as you know nowadays, no story has a happy ending. She died shortly after. We buried her, and we stopped talking to each other. Eventually, the Annihilation line caught up with us. We got separated. I ran away. He did too. At least, I hope he did. That's all.
You're going to Pasadena?
Yep, I am.
I have a mission for you. A secret mission. Super important. Probably the most important of them all.
What is it?
Could you bring me my chalk?
Chalk?
Yeah. It's at my house. The one with the beware sign on the side. Could you bring it to me? I mean, if you could. I did bring you that bullet one time.
I'll see what I can do.
Cool.
Wake up! We need to move.
What's going on?
Everyone, wake up! You need to get out of here.
Who the fuck are you?
It doesn't matter. What matters is that you can't stay here any longer.
She asked a question, and I suggest answering.
You don't want to do that. I've got this place rigged with explosives, and there's a detonator in my pocket.
You got what?
Would you mind? Lower your gun, Ryan. He's the one that saved my life. What do you want from us? You have to get out of here. Skynet's on its way. They finally found you.
What you mean they found us? They were looking for us?
Not for you. For him. He's essential to winning this war. Skynet knows that. That's why they've been following him for months. I have to make sure nothing happens to him. In a couple of minutes, an infiltrator will walk in here trying to kill him. I can't let that happen. We have to bury that Terminator here once and for all.
All right, everybody, you heard him. Let's get moving. I'll get the bus ready.
There's no time for that. There's a passage here. It will lead you out. Use it.
What was that?
All right, everyone, get out!
Jacob!
Give me that. It's the same one. It's the same model. Leave! Now!
How the hell's he still alive?
Go! 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 Watch out! Don't just stand there! Run! Baron listened to us. She could no longer deny that this infiltrator was a real threat. She decided to take everyone in, on her terms. The shelter was on high alert, but thanks to the intel I gathered in Pasadena, we slowed the advance of the Annihilation line and gained some time. Just enough to start preparing the counterattack. You wanted to see me?
You're finally here. Good. I have a special task for you. I want you to head downtown to check on the doctor.
Doctor?
Alvin. He's out there making sure that our defense systems are working properly. Ever since we went radio silent, I had a small team of trustworthy messengers maintaining communication between our outposts. They haven't returned, so I want you to go downtown and see why that happened. Could be nothing. But Connor doesn't want any hiccups while he's up there in North Division preparing the attack on Skynet's central core.
Is there a problem with the radio?
The Annihilation line is within spitting distance of downtown. We suspect that Skynet will be intercepting all transmissions from that location. So for now, we're going radio silent. That's why I need you to go there personally.
Central core?
Skynet's main reactor, the source of all their power. We shut down the central core, we shut down Skynet. Connor's preparing the attack as we speak, so you understand we can't have any critical complications at this stage.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you end up here?
Excuse me if I act a little surprised, Sergeant. But no one in here thinks it's wise to ask their superior personal questions. But since you did, I'll humor you. So, how did I get here? The same way you did. I was born, raised, then given a gun. We don't really have a say in what we do we? Or do I assume too much? Was it any different for you? Why do you fight, Sergeant?
We don't have a choice.
Exactly. We're just going through the motions. Humans were fighting humans since the beginning of time. It just so happens that right now we have a common enemy. If it wasn't for the machines, we'd probably be fighting each other.
What's the difference?
I don't treat them as equals. And although I know they're just machines, I want them to fear me. No one ever stands up to bullies. But I have to admit, it has its downsides. One of them being that no one ever asks me a personal question. At least not since Perry died. So congratulations, Rivers. Takes guts to stand up to a bully. I guess since your promotion, you got a little more cocky. Good for you.
Oh, shit! We're too late. They're already here.
You go talk to Commander Barron. I've had enough excitement for one day.
Aren't you afraid that Skynet will bring a lot of firepower if they know we're both here?
Afraid? No. Prepared for that eventuality? Yes. We've got eyes on the ambush site from every angle. If anyone shows up, it means they were listening.
What if it's one of our guys, or just a scavenger?
Too bad. We can't have anyone or anything sabotage our plan. Not this time.
This time?
We were very close once before. For years, we've been preparing for the final attack. But it took just one man to fuck everything up. That day, Perry, our previous field commander, died, and I inherited control of South Division. Since then, I've been making sure that no one fucks up again.
We've got movement.
Take position. What do you have?
A hooded man's walking down the street. Might be a scavenger.
Rivers, you saw him. Is it the same model? Is it the Infiltrator?
I can't tell.
We're waiting for your signal.
I think that might be it.
You think?
Good enough for me.
Cease fire! Cease fire! Target down! I repeat, target down!
Go check him!
Eyes on the target. Proceed with caution.
Is he dead?
What the fuck? It's the target!
You can't get away. Fire at will! Rivers!
It's inside!
There was no doubt anymore. Skynet had created a cybernetic organism. It was designed to blur the line between a man and a machine. People started to think that there were Terminators amongst us, wolves in sheep's clothes. Some of us left, even though we hadn't seen any other infiltrators yet. Or at least, we didn't think we had. And that fear of not knowing was what turned the tide of this war. That night, Skynet won.
I still have to run some tests, so for now I would say no.
We need some more time, Connor.
I know you don't want to hear this, Commander, but if there's one person who can help us, it's Dr. Mack.
Mac. We don't even know if he's alive.
He is. He's in the Hollywood Hills. We knew a time would come when we'd need him again, so we've kept an eye on him.
Wait. You've been watching him without telling me?
Let your emotions cloud your judgment before, Commander. That's why I decided that Mack's whereabouts were no longer
This is
your
bullshit.
concern.
He can't just magically fix all of our problems. He's a man, not a god. A man that makes
That's
mistakes.
Enough, Commander.
You know what happened last time. He's the reason Perry's dead.
I said that's enough. Sergeant Rivers?
Yes, sir.
TechCom believes that being marked for termination is a badge of honor. A sign that we're doing something right. We wear it proudly. And knowing you're wearing such a badge, Rivers, is all I need to trust you with handling this mission. Commander Barron will fill you in on the details. Good luck, soldier. Over and out.
Looks like you're going to Hollywood Hills. Dr. Edwin Mack is the one who taught us how to use Skynet's weapons, so there's a chance he can do it again. Take him that second-generation plasma rifle and see if he's able to reprogram it. If we want to use Skynet's weapons, we need to bypass their encryption lockouts.
How will I find him?
He's obsessed with surveillance. So when you get there, look for any cameras, biometric sensors, or any other tech stuff. He should be around. That's it.
Jacob, do you have a minute?
Of course.
I've heard that you're going to Hollywood Hills. Well, with Baron yelling like that, the whole shelter heard. He wanted me to tell you if I needed anything, so here it is. When you get to Hollywood Hills, could you stop by my old house? It's near the Griffith Park tennis courts. I wonder if Peter went there and left something for me. I know he'd be stupid to go there, since now it's behind the Annihilation line, but then again, he was always full of stupid ideas.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
That camera. Dr. Mack! Is that you? The Resistance needs your help. Mack! It would be a shame to lose that camera.
Now, why would you do that?
Because we don't have time for this. Come out here. Skynet has developed a new Terminator model, the Infiltrator.
You've seen one already?
We've captured one, and we need your help. Are you there?
How do I know you're not an infiltrator? You've seen them. You know how incredibly lifelike they are, so you should understand my concerns. Head up that hill.
Fuck off!
Very hostile emotional response. Noted. Oh, now wait and be quiet. They regularly patrol this area. Don't let them see you.
So you know I'm not a Terminator.
Of course I do. They are way better shots than you.
Then why are you making me do all this?
Sorry for making you run around like that. But because of the recent increase in Terminator patrols, I couldn't get to that Spider Scout myself. Can I see it? Thank you. I have a gift as a token of my appreciation. While you were out looking for my Spider Scout, I used some leftover parts to make a new radio for you. I've been picking up your signal for a while now, and I imagine that Skynet has as well. So, I've made it harder to decipher. You won't have to worry about them eavesdropping.
You've been listening, so you know why I'm here.
Yes. Now, let me see that gun. What a beauty. I've got to tell you, if Skynet wasn't so gung-ho about killing everything... What's interesting about it is that the matter inside is far more condensed. That way, it releases more energy on discharge, dealing much more damage. And also, its plasma blast is violet, so that's different.
Can you bypass the encryption lockout so we can use it? Alvin couldn't.
Alvin couldn't bypass an egg timer if his life depended on it. I'll do it, but it's not that simple. First, you'll have to bring me Skynet's latest security codes.
Security codes?
They will allow us to access Skynet's mainframe. But they change them regularly, so I need you to connect to any HK unit and download the newest security codes. To do that, you'll need my code reader. When I was excused from the shelter, they made me leave all my equipment behind. Alvin should have my code reader.
Okay, is that everything?
As far as the security codes go, yes.
Then I'm moving out.
Actually, I've got a question about that infiltrator that you have there. Is it intact? Or more specifically, its neural net CPU? I've been hacking Skynet's units and I'm noticing similarities in their patterns. I think I'm ready to reprogram the CPU from that infiltrator. It's more powerful than any other.
Should I ask Baron about that too?
No, she can't know about it. She would not approve. I know how this sounds, but you need to steal it for me.
What?
I'm the only one that can reprogram that chip. For some reason, Skynet has started to learn at a geometric rate. We need to prepare ourselves for whatever's coming, and I believe that having an infiltrator on our side will give us the advantage. Just think about it.
Say, you're doing quite well without my help. What are you doing here? You have to get the ones you care about to leave the shelter. They'll be in great danger if you don't do what I say. But remember, Jacob, that has to stay between us. Why? Because things need to play out the way they're supposed to, that's why. I have been here from the beginning. Each of your friends already knows the reason they need to leave. You just have to remind them.
Hey, Jacob. Did you see Jennifer on your way here?
Isn't she here?
She hasn't come back yet, but I'm sure she's fine. About Hollywood Hills. How did it go?
I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to visit your house.
Oh, don't worry about it. I can't have you risk your life to satisfy my curiosity.
Wait, there's something I've been meaning to tell you. I think you should leave the shelter.
Leave the shelter? Don't be silly. You're not getting cold feet over the whole end of the war thing, are you?
Huh, you're back. How is Hollywood Hills?
Crawling with Terminators.
And what about Mac? How's he? Was he compliant?
Fine, but he needs Skynet security codes if we want him to reprogram that plasma rifle.
Fair enough. Talk to Alvin about that.
Okay, I will.
Did Mac say anything else? Oh, I fucking hate living underground. But hopefully we won't have to much longer. Thanks to people like us, this war will end soon. You proved that you'll do whatever it takes no matter the cost. And so will I. Don't think your efforts go unnoticed. You know, I killed a man long before I killed my first machine. And was hurt by a man long before machines hurt me. Apart from plasma burns, I've got man-made scars underneath these tattoos that I'll never forget. On the good days, they don't hurt. And I feel like this world is worth fighting for. On the bad days, they make me want to quit. Give up and run like everyone else. But we're so close. Skynet's almost finished. So you can understand I can't run. I need your help, Jacob. I need you to get rid of Mac. He's unpredictable. He sabotaged our mission and killed our men before. I cannot let it happen again. I need you to kill him as soon as he reprograms that rifle. I'm counting on you, Rivers. You're dismissed.
Please insert stolen security codes now. Strike a key when ready. And it's done. Like they say, easy money.
That's it?
With the proper equipment, it only takes a moment. We can fight Skynet with our own weapons. I believe that goes for that Infiltrator as well. The first prototype just came out a couple of days ago. Imagine what happens if they become mass-produced. We need to hurry before that happens.
That Infiltrator has been after us for more than just a couple of days.
What do you mean?
It's been following me for months.
But that simply can't be. That prototype has been out for mere days.
It's the same model that destroyed Pacific Division.
But I'm connected to Skynet's mainframe and I can see their plans. I'm telling you that what you're saying is not possible. Unless... Oh my God. They will do it. They will finish the TDE.
Finish what?
TDE, time displacement equipment. For all intents and purposes, it's a time machine.
A time machine?
Yes, a time machine. You go in, you pick a date, you press a button, and just like that you'll be watching your younger self learning to tie your shoelaces. You know, time travel. Skynet's been working on TDE for a while now. I've been monitoring its progress, but it's still not ready yet.
So how could they send anyone back if it's not ready?
They didn't, but they will. Don't you see? In one alternative future, they finished TDE and sent a Terminator back to our times. That has to be the one you saw. You couldn't have seen it otherwise. It didn't exist yet. That would explain why they suddenly started to learn at such a geometric rate. This is big. This is really big.
So, if it's done, then what the fuck can we do now?
We can still fight for this future. Our future. You could stop Skynet before they finish building time displacement equipment and send any more Terminators back. I'm forwarding everything I've learned to Connor. He needs to know. And you go report back to Baron.
Speaking of Baron...
Rivers, just when you thought shit couldn't get any more crazy, this happens.
So what now?
With the Infiltrators coming out and news of a fucking time machine, Connor wants to finish this war fast.
Are we prepared?
Nowhere near. That's why an all-out attack is our only option. Alvin managed to locate Skynet's central core through the hijacked satellite. It turns out it's right under our nose. It's in the basement of the old Griffith Observatory.
So we're moving out?
You are. Connor wants me to stay here to coordinate the attack. And his North Division is heading to stop Skynet from sending anything through the time displacement equipment.
So this is it?
It does seem that way. You better get all your things sorted. Take your time. You're leaving in a couple of hours. Dismissed.
How did you find me?
Patrick told me you might be somewhere around here.
It's my thinking spot. Is he worried?
No, he seems happy. How did he do on your first scavenging hunt together?
Well, at first he was excited just to be outside. A little too excited. Some drones spotted him. But I did it. I managed to protect him. Nothing happened. And from that point on, he understood how dangerous a scavenger's life can be.
See, you'll make a great scavenging team.
Yeah, I'm starting to see it that way. And because of that, I was thinking...
About leaving?
I don't have any secrets from you, do I? Yeah, about leaving. With Patrick.
And I'm lucky to have you.
I hoped you'd say that. Mm. Mm. Jacob.
You ready to move out?
I am.
All right, let's do this. Because they feared that we were a threat to their existence. Today, we make their fear come true. Sergeant Rivers, you were requested by John Connor to lead the Alpha team. You will be responsible for carrying out the attack on the location of Skynet's central core. We will create a diversion to lure out any HK aerials patrolling the area. That should give you some time to breathe. Taking out Skynet's ground forces, that's on you. Remember, the goal is to destroy Skynet's central core, at whatever cost. Good luck out there. Dismissed.
Took you a while. How did you know we were coming? I thought you'd know by now. I know more than you think. Better prepare yourself. Commander,
Central Core! It's not here. It was an ambush. Commander! You can't die here. Get up! Baron, I've got the coordinates. Can you hear me? Where the hell are you? No. Ryan. Aaron. Commander!
Rivers, you're alive.
What happened here?
An infiltrator got in. Brought lots of friends with him. We didn't stand a chance. Since they didn't go offline, I assume we did not destroy Skynet's central core either?
No, we didn't. It was an ambush. They moved it before we got there.
So this is it? We lost? We lost this goddamn war?
Not yet.
What do you mean?
I got the Central Core's real coordinates.
You have? I've got to learn not to doubt you anymore, Rivers.
We need to call Connor. He may still be able to stop Skynet.
Forget it. I couldn't get him on the radio for hours. You need to find him. You need to give him those coordinates.
First, let's get you out of here.
No. You don't have time for this. You have to leave me here.
I can't.
You're not gonna disobey my final order, are you? Before you leave, I've got a confession to make. There's a reason I wasn't so keen on you from the beginning. Remember that list of people Skynet marked for termination? I lied. I told you that you were number 3. The truth is you're number 2. Just behind Connor. You took my spot. And for the life of me, I couldn't understand why. But now I know. They're coming. You need to leave, now. Use a vent in the command room to sneak past them. And then find Connor, and give him those coordinates. Don't worry about me. If they come here, I'll just reason with them. I still have a couple magazines full of arguments. Now go! Good luck, Jacob.
The stranger died in that ambush trying to protect me. He came from the future to save my life, and I don't even know his identity. But thanks to his sacrifice, I managed to escape with the Central Core's true location. When I got back to the shelter, I realized that getting that information cost the life of many others as well. I headed out to find John Connor and his North Division to take part in the last all-out attack.
Look, we got one.
He's wearing a resistance uniform.
Who did you kill to get that, you filthy machine?
No, don't! Wait, he's human!
Our key position, so we're extra cautious. If we'd known that you were joining us in the North Division, that would have never happened.
You know who I am.
We all do, Sergeant Rivers. John Connor told us about you. He said you'd come and bring those coordinates.
How did he know I'd have them?
That you'll have to ask him yourself. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Commander.
Sergeant Rivers, I've been expecting you. I took the liberty of collecting the Central Core's coordinates you brought us. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. Are we preparing to attack the core?
I've sent a unit to do that. We're getting ready to strike the time displacement equipment. Very soon Skynet will realize that they're losing this war, so they'll try to send infiltrators back in time to prevent that from happening.
Do we stand a chance?
Thanks to the security codes that Mac provided, we've been able to seize control of an HK tank for the first time. It should give us the advantage against Skynet's defense grid. We'll smash it once and for all. I understand that all this might be confusing to you, so if you have any questions, now's the time to ask them.
How did you know that the Central Core wasn't at the observatory?
Understanding the changing nature of time travel made me anticipate the most unexpected events. So when I learned from a mutual friend of ours that a Terminator was sent back to our time, I suspected the future I was told would change.
What do you mean?
When that infiltrator connected to Skynet, it warned them about the attack on the observatory. They had to move the Central Core, otherwise they would lose again. Unfortunately, the intel we received came at a cost. But if there was any other way, I would have taken it gladly.
Who is the stranger?
In one alternative future, we reached the time displacement equipment and sent our soldiers back in time. Like always, the mission was to assure the safety of the people Skynet marked for termination. One of whom was you. Knowing the importance of your mission, many volunteered to go back, so I took it upon myself to choose a protector from among them. And the one I chose was you. You are the one you call stranger.
Why am I targeted for termination?
You're the one who discovered the true location of the Central Core. You're the messenger of the intel that could lead to Skynet's downfall. I'm sure you'll figure out the rest when the time comes. But right now, I want you to get ready. Tonight, soldier, we stop Skynet. Sergeant Rivers, it's time. I want you to take a team of my soldiers and fight your way to Skynet's defense grid. We have to destroy those turrets to get to the TDE, but don't worry. We'll provide the support. It's in your hands now, Rivers. Follow me.
Commander?
Commander.
Commander, what's going on?
The 124 destroyed the Central Core and stopped Skynet.
So is the war over?
For some of us, yes. But just before we destroyed the core, Skynet managed to send 3 Terminators back in time. The only thing in our power now is to send the protectors to meet them.
Protectors?
The ones that will assure the safety of the people marked for termination. The first protector has to be Sergeant Kyle Reese. He'll go after the T-800 that's targeting my mother as we speak. By killing her, Skynet will try to erase me from ever existing. The second one will seek to destroy the T-1000.
T-1000?
A Terminator made of mimetic polyalloy, sent back to kill me as a child. A single prototype created by Skynet. It's too powerful for a single human being. That's why we'll have to send a Terminator of our own. Do you have that CPU that Mac reprogrammed?
No, I don't.
You don't? Then we've got a problem. I don't believe any of our soldiers are capable of stopping the T-1000. We'll have to find another way, and we have to do it soon. Then, there's the matter of the Infiltrator that was sent after you. The war can end for you right now, but the question is, are you willing to sacrifice your future to protect your past? By being here, you've already proven that this is not beyond your capabilities. But I'll leave the decision up to you.
Will I be able to fix my past mistakes?
I always believe that the future's not set. There's no fate but what we make for ourselves. You do have the power to change it, and protect the ones you care about. So, what will it be then?
I'll do it. I'll go back.
I knew you would.
Let's hope I won't get killed this time around.
Let us begin then.
John Connor prepared the time displacement equipment to send protectors back in time. He knew that the final battle would not be fought here, but in the past. A resistance soldier named Kyle Reese was the first man to go back to 1984. His objective was to protect Sarah Connor, John's mother. There was no way a human could stand up against the more advanced T-1000. But without Dr. Mack to reprogram an Infiltrator CPU, Connor would be forced to find another way to get a machine on our side. I couldn't have someone risk their life to protect me. That's why I decided to go myself. It gave me a chance to right the wrongs of my actions. After 30 years, this war against the machines is finally over. But not all of us lived to see the end of it. We never found Baron's body in the shelter. She never stopped fighting, and if she's still alive, I doubt she ever will. She was the leader we needed in wartime, but I'm not sure if she'll find a place during this time of peace. Erin died in that shelter. She believed that her work was helping win the war, and she was right. I hope now she can finally rest. Ryan stayed in the shelter and died. He was a good man, with a good heart. Jennifer and Patrick died at the hands of Terminators in the shelter. I wish there was something I could have done to make them leave. Baron asked me to kill Mac, but I couldn't do it. He left soon after my warning, only to be captured by Skynet. We found him alive in one of Skynet's prisons. And as for me, it was time to start over. Listen to me if you want to live.
Dad? Dad? Are you there? Can you hear me? I think I found it!
Stand back. You know, back in my day, parents used to say that they wanted to give their children more than they had growing up. And since that won't be possible for you, I'd like you to have at least a taste of what I had. Okay, let's see what we've got. Here's something?
Really? A machine?
Yeah. We've got enough of those around here, don't we? Okay, what else is in there? Some baseball cards, a cassette tape.
Dad, I think we should go. I really don't need anything.
Okay. How about this? Huh. I know it's not much. Happy birthday, Jacob.
That's cool. Thanks, Dad.
Oh, look at this. That's a letter I wrote to myself.
What does it say?
Future Frank. That's me. If you don't teach your son to mind his own business, I'm going to be very disappointed with you.
Ha ha. Very funny.
I'll hang on to it for later.
Fine. Let's just go. It's not safe here.
Wait, there's something else here. Now, this one says that it needs to be hand-delivered. Let's see what's so important.
Dad, we don't have time for this, and it's not for you.
I doubt anyone's waiting for it.
How would you like it if a stranger read your letter?
Are you serious?
I'm just trying to follow your rules.
You know what? It's your birthday. I won't open it unless we find the proper recipient. It'll be our little project. I promise. Come here. Stay low. As soon as it comes closer, make a run for it, all right? Now go! Watch out!
Dad! Dad! Wake up! Can you hear me? Wake up! Oh no. I need to find a way out. If you can hear me, please, let me know. Where are you?
Jacob!
You're hurt.
They're coming. We need to go. We're gonna be all right. Come on.
Back! Move back!
Dad!
Jacob, run!
Sleeping on the job, I see.
What?
Can't say that it never happened to me. Oh, there they are. I knew I'd find them here. Are you okay? You were talking in your sleep.
Just a bad dream.
Baron's looking for you. We've got visitors that she wants you to meet.
Visitors?
A tech comm unit. At least what's left of it. Just a heads up. Something's going on. Everyone's walking around nervous.
Thanks.
I appreciate you taking us in, Commander.
I was sorry to hear about your team.
Fucking ambush. I'll write it in the report.
That can wait. New orders have come in for you.
Excuse me?
You're moving out right away.
We just lost 3 men. Me and Pharaoh need some time to recuperate.
I'm afraid that's not possible. Northridge Outpost has gone silent. You need to go there, find out what happened, and...
What? Check if their radio's on? You know that Skynet's been jamming our signal.
That may be true, but you'll still need to see to this personally.
What the hell's going on, Baron?
Look, it doesn't make sense to me either. I could have sent a team of my own. They'd already be there and we would know what went wrong.
So, why didn't you?
Because the order's coming directly from John Connor. He insisted it be you.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Go to Northridge, find out what happened, then escort the people there back to safety. Their withdrawal is long overdue.
Word is that you captured a new Terminator model.
That's right, an infiltration unit. Our top scientist is running an analysis on it as we speak.
Does that have anything to do with this mission?
The last we heard from Northridge was that they liberated a group of scavengers, so that's certainly a possibility.
I see.
Jacob Rivers here helped us capture the new model. He'll be joining you, along with Evans, as per Connor's request.
Okay, Rivers. So you can tell an infiltrator from one of us. What else can you do?
We're approaching Northridge.
All right. It's a good time to bring everyone up to speed. This is a rescue mission, as simple as it gets. We go in, secure the perimeter, and prepare the evacuation. I don't want anyone to draw Skynet's attention. We're not prepared for that. We keep our heads down and evacuate those people to safety.
What if there's no one to evacuate?
Care to elaborate, Corporal?
Outposts don't stay silent for that long. If no one's been reporting in, I'd expect to find the remains of a massacre, sir.
I think introductions are in order. The Eternal Optimist sitting next to me is Corporal Pharaoh, an explosives specialist. Sergeant Rivers and I have already been introduced. What about you, Evans? What's your story?
I've read your file. You're the sole survivor from the 113th, right?
113th? I've heard about it. How'd you manage to escape?
Supposedly he took down a T-800 with his bare hands.
That's impossible.
That's what I'm saying.
Is it true? Did John Connor select us for this assignment?
That's right.
I'd like to meet him.
Complete the mission and you just might. We're getting close. Get ready.
Evans, give us the sitrep.
No signs of any resistance soldiers at the gate.
Not good.
3 T-600 approaching 1 o'clock.
T-600? They're still around?
Let's not get sloppy. We don't know what's behind that gate. This is a TechCom mission. I want us to move fast. I want us to be efficient. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let's clear the area. Evans, you want to start us off?
Affirmative.
What do we do now?
We need to report this. Find a radio station, and keep your eyes open.
Yes, sir.
I understand you're not happy with the situation, but for now you'll have to stay put. At least until I discuss your next move with Connor. Is that clear?
Yes, Commander. Awaiting further instructions.
Over and out.
All right. Looks like we're turning in for the night. I understand that not everything went as planned today. There are still a lot of unanswered questions here. But for now, get some rest. Tomorrow will be when the real work starts.
Yes, sir.
I need to talk to you about your performance today.
Sir.
You're very efficient. Reliable. That's good. That'll keep the other members of the team motivated. Hasn't been that way in a while, so I appreciate your contribution even more. That's it, Rivers. Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
We've received permission from HQ to follow the signal. Next stop is Bakersfield. That's 2 hours away from the nearest resistance outpost.
So if it gets too heated, there's no chance of support?
That's right. Anyone have a problem with that?
No, sir.
I've got one thing, Sarge.
Farrell?
Shotgun.
Shotgun? I only brought my rifle.
Okay, forget it.
This is it. The message was sent from somewhere around here. It wasn't accurate enough to give us the exact location. So to cover more ground, we'll be splitting into 2 groups. I'll be spotting for Rivers. Evans, you spot for Farrell.
What exactly are we looking for, sir?
Any signs of civilian activity. No one's been in the area for a long time, so report anything you see. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Rules of engagement, sir.
Fire at will. Let's move out.
Uniforms, same weapons. We thought we were saved, but they led us to transporters that took us straight to a Terminator factory, with production lines churning out hundreds of them a day.
So our missing people are still there?
Some. Most of them are in a work camp set up not that far from the factory.
Where's that?
Further north.
How far?
I couldn't see. It was dark. It was hard to tell.
You know what I'm asking? Was it behind the Annihilation line?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Shit.
I haven't seen anything like it before. They torch everything in their path. I snuck past it after I broke out of the convoy. The ground was so hot, it melted the soles on my shoes.
Did I hear that right? We're crossing the Annihilation line? That wasn't part of the plan.
It was supposed to be a quick recon mission.
I haven't decided on anything yet.
We're severely unprepared.
Are you sure that's where they are? What's up with him?
I'm not sure.
Sir, we have to consider falling back.
I've noted your concerns, Corporal, but ultimately I'll be the one making that decision. Now I need some time to think this through. For now, Farrell, set up the perimeter. Evans, you're first on guard duty. Let's clear our heads.
You don't sound too happy about what's going on.
Why would I be? You've heard Reese. You know what it means. We're crossing the Annihilation line soon. And what for? To finish a mission that makes absolutely no sense? We're in over our heads. The team should always come first, not the mission. That's what the Resistance taught me. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. Meeting Connor is not worth all of this.
Fucking damn it!
Is, everything alright?
This whole situation has me so wound up I'm shaking. Not good for handling explosives.
You're just tired. You need a break.
I'd love to. But since there's no one in 100 miles of here that can help, I think I'll have to power through.
It's too early to start worrying. Reese hasn't decided anything about crossing the Annihilation line yet.
You know what else he's keeping quiet about? How our previous assignment was stupid and bound to fail. Or how truly fucked up it is that we're back in the trenches just hours after our team got decimated. He hasn't mentioned Brooks, Johnson, or Yang. He hasn't mentioned them once, like they never fucking existed.
Pharaoh.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be snapping at you like that.
Let's talk.
Yeah, let's.
Those were the soldiers that died during that mission, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Except they weren't soldiers. Not to me. They were my family. They practically raised me.
How so?
I enlisted when I was 11. I was assigned to this team of 4 guys who I was absolutely intimidated by. I was trying to play the tough kid in front of them, you know? Constantly trying to impress them. Looking back, I must have been an endless source of entertainment for them.
What kind of things would you do?
I would make IEDs out of everything I could get my hands on. One time I turned Johnson's flashlight into a pipe bomb and forgot to tell him. He found out during a scouting mission. I'm told he wasn't too happy about it. With the 4 of them, I was happy. First time in my life I had someone looking after me. That's what I imagine having a family must be like. Now I'm starting to think that if I get killed, Reese won't even care. He can't look me in the eyes. Hasn't said my name this whole time. It's always Corporal, like he doesn't know me.
What is your name?
It's Charlotte. Anyway, thanks for letting me vent. Sometimes that's all it takes.
Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just tired. I must be seeing things. Yeah, that's right. I'm just seeing things. What's going on?
Retreat!
What the hell are we doing here? Is all this really worth it, John?
Sergeant, I wanted to make an official request for a demotion.
There's no need for that, Pharaoh.
The anti-tank mines that I set up didn't work. I feel responsible.
It's not your fault. None of this should have happened because we shouldn't even be here in the first place.
Easy, soldier.
Sergeant, we're about to cross the Annihilation line, and I'd like to know why.
Because you were selected for this mission. That should be enough for you.
All due respect, sir, it isn't. Is there something that we don't know yet? What's so special about those people? We've been kept in the dark for too long.
Is this how you all feel?
Kyle, there has to be more.
The last message sent before Northridge went silent said that they rescued a group of civilians. These people were kept in cages for years. They were starved, looked like they were barely alive.
And despite that, Skynet went looking for them? Why?
They mentioned a name. A name Connor wanted to keep a secret. We didn't want anyone to be emotionally invested in the mission. Seeing how we're all looking over the edge now, one of the people rescued was the father of Sergeant Rivers.
What? That can't be true. He's dead. He died years ago.
Connor got a hold of some intel confirming that's not true. He's alive, and he's in that camp. Does anyone have any more questions regarding the mission?
No.
No, sir.
All right. We move out in a couple hours. Get some rest. That goes for you too, Rivers.
I'm gonna get some shut-eye before the mission.
That's quite some news, Rivers. Can't imagine what's going through your head. How are you feeling?
Shocked, to say the least. And you? It's gonna get tough, and I don't want to put anyone in danger.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I've been fighting my whole life and never really knew what I was fighting for. Now I finally have an answer that makes sense to me. Your father? Actual family. That's something worth fighting for. And we're going to get him back, Rivers. The things I'd do to talk to my dad, even if it was just for a moment. You're just imagining things. Or not.
Holy shit.
It stretches as far as the eye can see.
And it'll continue to move forward. That's why we need to focus on our objective. We have to create as much havoc as we can.
I think they've got that covered.
We need Skynet to take the bait. Once they do, they will withdraw some of their forces from that factory, and that's when we'll strike. Everyone knows where their sector is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Then let's move out.
This is...
Me.
I fucking knew it!
Pharaoh.
To all that talk about Connor? He was on a fucking mission to terminate him!
He got me out of that camp. I wanted to thank him.
Bullshit. Wait, did you sabotage my mines? The ones I set up at the hideout? You won't get away with this.
This stops now. It's all in here. Evans was not imprisoned in a camp. He was in a research facility. They used his likeness to create a new type of infiltration unit. But how do I know that? From John Connor. I didn't want to believe it. But so far, everything Connor has said has come true.
That's impossible.
Shit. It says in here that the implementation of Cyberdyne Systems Model 102 is finished.
What does that mean?
That they no longer have any use for those people. We gotta move.
This changes nothing. So keep your head up.
How can you be so calm after everything that's happened?
I don't know. Maybe because if there's one mission that's worth pursuing, it's this one. It gives me purpose. I was heading into a dangerous place after that last assignment. Like nothing was keeping me here, and that maybe I was supposed to die back then. I started to feel like I was living on borrowed time. Yeah, I know how it sounds. But now I know what I'm doing, and that gives me hope. Sorry, Rivers. I've got some things to do. I need to apologize to Evans. He's all right. And so are you. Thanks for always checking in on me, Rivers. You're good people. Reese?
We're ill-equipped. We're too few, and there's no rescue team to come for us. We're behind the damn Annihilation line, and I can't protect you from what's out there. That alone is enough to free you of your duty. If you want to leave, just say the word. But if you decide to stay, I can promise that I will fight beside you through whatever happens. So just take your time.
Kyle. We're staying. No matter what.
Me and Pharaoh are staying here to make sure that these people are escorted to safety. I need you to do a recon of the area and report when you find the stadium. Running around like that is getting us nowhere. Understood?
Yes, sir.
My wife and children, they're still in the camp. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry. We'll get them out. That's why we're here. You'll see your family soon. I'm all right, Rivers. We're gonna be all right.
There it is. Reese, I've got the visual of the stadium.
Roger that. Reunite with the group. We need to concentrate our efforts.
Copy.
I see him.
No! Reese is pinned down!
I'm on my way!
Go! 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 Shit! Ariel! Fuck! Hang in there, I'm coming! Sergeant!
Help me out!
Farrow's dead.
I know. So is Evans. What do we do now?
We can't go back, Rivers. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe there's still a chance. We have to at least try.
Sir, I know exactly where they are.
Then lead the way. And Rivers, thank you.
Frank, have you seen Frank Rivers?
Is he a human?
Dad!
You're gonna be alright. We'll get you out of here.
I'm looking for Frank Rivers. Is he here? I can't see him!
He's gotta be here.
I don't see him, Reese!
Keep looking!
Reese? Kyle Reese?
That's me. I'm Sergeant Kyle Reese.
I've got a message for you. I kept it.
Dad?
I kept it. I kept my promise. I found him. My son. He'd be proud.
I am. I am. Today wasn't the final battle of this war. Instead, it was the battle that showed us the parts we needed to play. It reminded us that even if the world my father grew up in is long gone, we still have plenty to fight for in this one. We just need to find a purpose. Something that will keep us going. Even if it's as simple as keeping a promise made to a child. Pharaoh knew that. Evans did too. Today wasn't the final battle of this war.
Rivers?
But whenever that fight does come, I think now we're ready to meet it.
Everything alright?
Just, trying to collect my thoughts, Sarge.
Understandable. Once we're back in the shelter, I'll put a word in with Baron to ease up on you over the next couple of days. You need a break. We both do.
Thank you. There's, something I wanted to ask you.
Shoot.
What was in that envelope?
Let me show you. It's a message. From John. This is what he wanted me to have.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because sometimes I need to remind myself of what we're fighting for.
Hey, wait up! Where are you going?
You hear that? The machines are coming.
Army's trying to slow them down, but there's still people trapped in the ruins. We gotta find them before the battle reaches them. We're still cops, right? We got a duty to help those people.
Leave it to the Army. This is war. You want to be a hero? Then go ahead. But none of us are trained for this. Rest of you do what you want. I'm out of here.
Hey, asshole! What happened to protect and serve?
We're with you, Stevens. What do we do?
We're going back in there. It's gonna be rough, but it's what we need to do. You with me?